The world of League of Legends overflows with conflict and warfare, yet there is one creature that brings only delight: the Poro. These tiny, furry beings have hearts full of love, even in the darkest corners of Runeterra. In this video, we will unveil every secret of these charming critters. So if you haven't fed them here in my tavern yet, it is time to fix that. Otherwise, they might mistake you for their next snack. Poros are enigmatic, magical, and adored beings whose homeland appears to be the harsh Freljord. However, over time, these fuzzy darlings have spread all over Runeterra, taking up residence in every region and on every continent. They symbolize pure virtue, courage, and childlike innocence. In the original design, their fur was described as a very light blue like Freljord snow, yet over time it's been depicted as snow white or slightly cream. Their round bellies are shaped like a heart because Poros are literally woven from love. Their silly horns can stand upright in excitement or flop down if they're scared. Poros are perfectly adapted to life in the cold. They dig through snow with their little paws and keep their tongues sticking out, not due to confusion but as a way to stay warm. This adaptation helps them survive in the icy wastes of the howling abyss. Legend has it that in ancient times their heads were bigger, making them slightly less clever, but just as endearing. Stories also mention one special figure among the Poros, a mysterious wanderer who grants magical gifts to deserving members of his fuzzy kind. And naturally, like all races or peoples, the Poros have their own king. Ingvar knows potential when she sees it. Despite the homemade look, this beloved companion could well become the ruler of a gajillion trillion Poros, given enough imagination. Mom, come see. Mr. Highness Poro King's coming to life. Look, he really is. I'm not making it up this time. I pinky promise. The girl Ingvar mentioned in this car's description is a self-appointed guardian of Poros and a tireless explorer of the frigid Freljord. She firmly believes that adventure awaits around every corner. One need only take a step to meet it, and she always does. Whenever she meets a Poro, Ingvar watches its habits with genuine fascination, follows it around, takes notes, and of course tries to help, because who else will guard these furry fellows from the dangers of the big wide world? Come on, you have to take a medicine. You won't feel better till you do. And then, Bobjam of Poro shouted, "There!" And they burst out from the horizon while the rest of the Poros rushed behind, trying their hardest to keep up. Additionally, on certain Legends of Runeterra cards, Ingvar references mysterious creatures dwelling in the Freljord. Mystic guardians who, like winter spirits themselves, protect Poros and look after them, concealed among icy peaks and snow-laden plains. And there was a big creature that cared for all of the little creatures. Mr. Lizard, what are you doing here? You like Poros too? Other inhabitants of the snowy expanse haven't been indifferent either. For many weary Freljordians, a peaceful, carefree life as a Poro herder, someone who devotes their ways to tending these fluffy critters in the majestic snow, turns into an idyllic aspiration. A lifetime in the Freljord, and still nothing's more chilling than seeing this sad little fellow. Old Longhorn, also called the Mighty Poro, is among the largest, most remarkable Poros, whose striking mustache add extra charm. Nevertheless, his main strength isn't appearance but astonishing loyalty. He lost an eye protecting the Poro King himself, and since then he's become a true legend to his fuzzy kin. Apparently, another well-known Freljord hero, Braum, might be connected to him. In Legends of Runeterra, this mighty strongman appears side by side with Old Longhorn and can even summon him to the battlefield. Perhaps some special, not yet fully revealed bond exists between them. But Longhorn isn't the only unique Poro. Freljord legends also speak of the Heart of the Fluffed, a cryptic Poro who, as the tale goes, rescued Avarosa herself when her village fell into raiders' hands. No one knew what these beings were capable of, yet Poro after Poro showed up until the whole hall overflowed with furry defenders. However, Freljord isn't the Poro's exclusive domain. These wondrous creatures have spread throughout Runeterra, and the first place beyond the icy tundra where they show up is Demacia. New recruit has the kind of endurance and courage shown by our finest soldiers. Will he make it to the vanguard someday? He's smaller than the rest, but we'll see. Ionia is land of harmony, yet Poro still find ways to amaze the natives with their mysterious appearances. Possibly their link to magic is deeper than it looks. This might sound crazy, but the last thing I remember was a fuzzy sensation? Formidable Noxus is accustomed to conquest and subjugation, but even its fiercest warriors aren't ready for what meeting a Poro face-to-face, or toe-to-toe, truly entails.
Noxus has no room for weakness. Will someone get this damn thing off me?
On the Shadow Isles, awash in curses and gloom, Poros still find a way to survive. Maybe they're invulnerable, or maybe the island's nightmares don't affect them. Who can say? I mean, there are worse ways to die. In Bilgewater, even Poros can become wanted criminals among pirates and rogues. Apparently, cuteness is also a weapon. His picture's been on the bounty board longer than most, for he's a greedy, ruthless devil that won't let anyone or anything stand in his way. Worst of all, he's cute, dammit. In Shurima, Poros come not so much for the ancient civilization's grandeur, but for its riches, and naturally for any chance at extra snacks. She didn't know what she had found precisely, but it was shiny and looked like a good snack. As far as divine rulers go, she's awfully fond of snacks. In the city of technology at Piltover, Poros not only live but become icons of progress. Her first launch was pure accident. She slipped inside a Progress Day cannon while preening herself. Now she's the toast of Piltover, arcing across the sky to the adoring gasps of the crowds below. Two downy shapes arc gracefully over the adoring crowd, leaving a cloud of fluff and the faint scent of baked goods in their wake. And of course, Piltover wouldn't be the city of progress if it didn't attempt to replicate these delightful creatures through advanced technology. It's not quite as cuddly as the real thing, but it is just as cute.
It's just a prototype!
The appearance cried as flames engulfed the lamp.
I did not program it to eat every gear in sight. I don't even know where all that metal is going.
But the most mysterious Poro must be Porofly, living atop Mount Targon. In space, no one can hear you squeak. Little is known about this creature, seemingly a Poro with insect-like traits, such as wings and antennae. This is likely the result of Zoe meddling with magic. As we can see, you'll find at least one Poro in every corner of Runeterra. Yet, there's one thing these fuzzballs simply cannot do without: the legendary Poro snacks. When you wish upon a Poro and look at the night sky, you'll see the snacks among the stars, all sparkly in our eyes. These snacks are coated with Freljordian ice crystals and serve as the Poro's all-time favorite food. They gobble them up, then look at you, tongues out, happy as sheared nuts, and the thaw asking for more. He tries saying no. Poro snacks appear in multiple forms, frozen or plain, yet their flavor remains unknown. Is it salty, sweet, or both? Nobody can say for sure. The Poro's affection for these snacks has spurred the people of Runeterra to concoct remarkable dishes, from savory hot dogs to beverages mirroring the shape of Poro snacks. With hot sausage, flaky dough, and a triple simmered spicy sauce, this treat comes in at a solid 10 on Ingvar's super spicy scale and is one of her all-time favorites. This pastry boasts frosting handmade with all the flavors of the Freljord, powder snow, packed snow, and you guessed it, snowfall. Served piping hot and bursting with bold, roasted flavors, and early morning pick-me-up will do any Poro some good. All the colors do taste different if you think really hard about it. Now you guys know, Poros are not merely fluffy bundles of joy, they're also huge gluttons. So if you spy something gazing at you with giant round eyes, it is either your cat or a very hungry Poro. Do not forget to feed these furry cuties in the Howling Abyss, because you wouldn't want to see such an adorable creature sad, would you? Please leave a like, subscribe, and leave some Poro snacks in the comments as well. And see you guys soon over a mug of the finest ale in all of Runeterra.